Debbie, the researcher.
And I'm Judi, the archer.
And
we're here to help you better your best.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do is the iceberg profile. It's been around in psychology forever, but it's a really good framework for us to be able to help our athletes. Judi, we both use it. Okay, so I'm sure some of you have seen the Titanic long ago, and this is the iceberg that comes from it. It's called iceberg profile. Okay, what you see on top here above the water is the top of the iceberg. I'm going to put a gate in here. Did you catch that, Judi? Gate?
The gate.
The gate.
The gate.
And we have a gatekeeper, which is very important. Okay, and then we have everything down here. Okay, this part for us, for our purposes, is the conscious mind.
So is that what I'm thinking?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's what you think, and we're going to call it the coach. This part down here is the subconscious mind. It is what you
feel.
You got it. And we call it the team. So now the most important thing, of course, is that we get the coach and the team always on the same page.
That's always good.
That's always good. Everything you've ever done your whole life and probably before is stored down here in the subconscious.
Everything?
Everything.
All right.
The good shots, the not so good shots or performances. Okay, some is easy access. Did it more recent.
Closer to the gate.
You got it. Some of it is down here. It's going to be a little harder to pull out from ancient history, right? Okay, now the fascinating thing is that the conscious can only handle or store equal to and less than 5% of our brain power. Okay, which means this part is equal to and greater than 95%. And the important thing here is the subconscious has access to so much more information than the conscious ever could. However, the conscious runs the show. Yeah.
Coach.
So the coach is always calling the shots. But we have to remember that the coach can only handle this little bit of information at a time. So you have to be a very good gatekeeper of what you let into the conscious mind. Okay, the subconscious mind only knows to do exactly what the coach says, the best it can today. Now, up here we have the outside world competing for space. Okay, and then we have the inside world that can send information up to our conscious mind, competing for space. Okay, but as the gatekeeper, you have three very important skills.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is from the outside world comes thoughts, and from the inside world comes feelings to the conscious?
Possibly, but from the outside world could be somebody that says, oh man, this is really a tough situation. It's going to be hard to perform today. Okay, now when that comes in, you have one choice. Keep it or kick it. If that statement is going to motivate you and you're going to perform great, do it. If it's going to interfere with your best performance, you kick it right out. Don't allow it into this little space. Keep it or kick it. Okay, now your second skill is that you can turn up or down the intensity, which could be emotion, right, of whatever just happened.
So I just hit the ball in the water.
Yeah, not so good. So if we get a little upset on that one, we're going to turn down the dial. This is the skill of running the dial. You turn it up, you turn it down. And we are the ones in charge of that. And when we're in charge of that, we run the show. So the third skill of the gatekeeper is to keep you forward focused. Okay, so there is only forward. There is only what is in front of you. And our tendency is to go back, to hang on to what we know. All of the stuff that's in here, that's what is comfortable for us. And that's what keeps us where we are. So when all the old ways of doing things come up, it's like there's got to be a gatekeeper and then says, no, we're moving forward and here's how we're doing it. What's new and different today? And these three skills will keep you moving towards your goals, and you'll get there.
So give me an example of the coach and team, like just because I don't think I quite.
I think I could give relates to how we talk to ourselves, and we don't often have a framework. We often think there's one in there when there's two or more in there. Okay, so the coach and the team are always having this conversation going on. It can be a we conversation. What are we going to do in this situation? How are we going to handle this? And this provides such an easy framework. So your coach and your team are always working together on the same page. And if they're not, it's got to be resolved before you go forward.
That's a lot of information.
It is, Judi. And there's more in our modules that will help explain how to integrate this into your own performance.
So it's all about better your best.
It is. Better your best.